Another great and excellent performance from the VIP group for the signals on Telegram. As you can see, my friends, we have made more than 437 pips of profits to our clients in that group in the last week. And of course, if you guys have joined the signals since 14th of February, you would have ended up with 932 pips of profit. Not only that, if you have aimed take profit number 1 alone for the last week, you would have actually got 226 pips of profit, meaning everybody have thankfully ended this week in a good profit. And I want to show you guys the results of the signals. For example, 20th of February was one amazing and very good day with only one small loss against all these great profits. However, 21st of February was indeed not that good day, but keep in mind that every single loss has immediately been recovered with the next trade. So of course we lost here and we recovered on the next trade, we lost here and we recovered on the next trade, and so on. So of course it was not that great day, but however we have ended up with two big profits for the CHF JPY and Euro JPY. Then 22nd February was 100% in profit. All the clients have made a big profits in that day. Then again, 23rd February was also another excellent day with a very small stop loss of 15 pips only against these profits of 23, 38 and 30 pips of profit. Then again, Friday was actually another excellent day, and as you can see, my friends, the losses are really small, and right here 20 pips and 10 pips, and this take profit alone of course has actually recovered the entire loss right here. So again, fantastic performance, and I'm so happy and very glad for the experience that the members have actually had with our Forex signals. I believe Xtreme Trader is really going in its way to be one of the leaders and the best Forex signals provider in the world. Hopefully it's gonna happen soon. So of course guys, if you wish to join Xtreme Trader Forex signals group, please contact our support. You can find their contact details in the description below this video. Contact them today and hopefully we will see you there. So of course, not only the VIP group did very well this week, even the signals which I have sent last Friday actually did really amazing and so well. All of them 100% into the profit. EURUSD guys has been triggered, hit the take profit level, making 57 pips of profit. GBPUSD has reversed exactly from the given price to the sell and went in total of 80 pips of profit. AUDUSD has indeed hit the take profit level, making 57 pips of profit. USDCAD has also been triggered yesterday, Friday, and made a total of 88 pips of profit. USDJPY was one amazing and excellent signal. The market has reversed exactly from the given price to the buy order, and as you can see, the USDJPY alone went in 231 pips of profit. Really guys, how cool is that? Then the gold of course has also reversed from the given price to the sell and went in total of 151 pips of profit. Now my question is, where are the haters? They always say in the comments that the signals are gonna be in loss, happy stop loss to be hidden, enjoy the stop losses. Now where are you guys? I mean, really, this is what I'm talking about. Forex cannot be the same every single day. Just because we had a bad day or actually a rainy day doesn't mean that every day is gonna be bad or a rainy day. In the month you would have like 2 or 3 rainy days, but the rest of the days are gonna be sunny and good weather. Forex exactly is the same. We cannot of course have these good days every single time, but it's just really sad that the video has barely got 1,000 views. I mean, it really deserves more views. More audience actually deserves to see and experience these Forex signals. Anyway, without further ado guys, let's now begin with the weekly analysis, and of course let's begin with the Euro USD. But before that, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel and share the video. Alright, so now let's delete the old signal for the Euro USD and let's see now what we can do next with the market. Now let's go to the weekly chart. Now the first thing that we can notice on the weekly chart, my friends, is the price action or the pattern that has appeared recently on the Euro USD. It seems to me like the market is going to actually continue the fall. Now let me just show you something here. We are actually having right here a resistance trend line, and obviously that the EURUSD has indeed respected that level of a resistance trend line repeatedly. The market has indeed made here the bullish breakout from that level, and it actually respected it as a support trend line, but for only one single attempt, then instantly broke out from that level, and right now it has retested the same level and respected it as a resistance trend line. Now also we can see right here on the still on the weekly chart that level of a broken support trend line, exactly just like that. Now that level has actually been broken out from, as you can see right here, with the current weekly candle, which actually has been a strong bearish engulfing candle. Now, most likely the EURUSD is looking for a more bearish movement, and most likely the target is going to be right here, the absolute lowest level of the nearest strong key support level at 1.03931. Which means we will still consider shorting the EURUSD, but the question is where exactly we can start selling the market. Let's now move to the daily chart. Now on the daily chart, I want you guys to notice something right here. So we are having here that bearish breakout candle, right? Now just put the line right here, of course, at the absolute nearest tail to that bearish breakout candle, and now look at the left side, and you will notice right here that we are having a very strong key resistance level, which has already become recently a real level of a support. Now pay attention to the price action. So the market has actually made here 1 and 2 fake breakouts from that level. So meaning that level of a support has indeed faced 2 fake breakouts, but eventually it has been respected again. That tail right there represents that the market has indeed respected that level of a real support. That means that this level is very strong, 1.05750, and cannot be ignored. Therefore, the market right now is actually facing right here a support zone, and most likely the EURUSD is gonna make a pullback right there, and that level of a real resistance is gonna be respected. There, we want to start shorting the EURUSD. After it rises for about 31 pips, that's gonna be, guys, our best shot to start shorting the market. Now let's move to the 4-hour time frame to confirm the price action. Indeed, as you can see right here, that was indeed a very strong key resistance level, which became already a key support as well, and therefore most likely it's going to be a good idea to start shorting the EURUSD right here, especially if we draw here a support trend line just like that, and we can confirm that this support trend line has indeed faced a bearish breakout right here, and the market, of course, upon the pressure from the support zone right here, is going to make a pullback, and therefore it's going to retest that level. Now I have to remind you guys, don't ever place your sell order instantly. Just wait for the market to show a reaction right here, to show any signs that it's getting ready for the bearish reversal, to confirm that this level is indeed very strong, and afterwards you can start shorting the EURUSD. We have to wait for the confirmation before we start shorting, and of course we can use the resistance trend lines, and as you can see, my friends, the market has indeed respected that level repeatedly over time, and if the market is gonna rise again right here, it's also gonna retest that level of a resistance trend line. So again, wait for the confirmation that the market is indeed gonna get ready for the bearish fall before you can start shorting. So if we started shorting the EURUSD at this point, we can actually continue shorting. Now let's go to the daily chart. We can continue shorting till the market reach this level of a support exactly right there at 1.04386, which means we will be looking for about 134 pips of profit, sorry. However, for the safe zone this time, the safe zone, guys, shouldn't actually be ranging higher than this level of the nearest resistance to the entry at 1.06230, which means the safe zone will be ranging for about 48 pips against 135 pips of profit. Let's now move to the pound USD. All right, so of course let's get rid of the old signal, but again I want to remind you guys the pound USD has made approximately 80 pips of profit. Again, congratulations to everybody who have actually taken the signals on the last Friday analysis video. Let me just now delete the old signal, and let's see, my friends, what we can do next with this pair. Now moving to the weekly chart, just to confirm the direction of the market. Now from the first side, actually right here on the pound USD, what we can see right here, my friends, as I told you before, that we're having here a real level of a resistance, which actually has faced here a fake breakout, and indeed the market has respected that level of a real resistance last week, not this week, of course. Now the recent week, of course, we can see that the market has confirmed the direction. It's most likely going to be bearish. Now confirming this direction by looking at the support trend line right here, as you can see. Now this support trend line actually, my friends, has been broken out from. Let me just move to the daily chart to show it to you. Exactly. Now we can see it actually more clear. let me just draw here the support trend line just like that, and as you can see, that was indeed a broken level of a support trend line, and this was of course the bearish breakout from that level, and right here we can see the retest. So that was of course a resistance trend line number 1. So indeed, the market has respected that level of a resistance trend line, and after the breakout from that support trend line, the market is gonna continue the fall. Now, we need to use the resistance trend line just to confirm the entry, and as you can see, all I did actually, my friends, was just simply draw the resistance trend line from this lower high to this lower high to this lower high. Now what I will do next is simply drag the very same resistance trend line and just move to the smaller time frame, 4-hour time frame, and now we can use the same line to identify the nearest entry. Now check this out. What we are having right here is a resistance trend line, which has of course been respected over many times, and as we can see, the market respected that level multiple times and recently respected it as well. Now keep in mind that the pound USD is also facing right here a support zone, which means we can actually expect a pullback. Now if I'm not mistaken, the best entry is going to be when the market rises again and reach that level, but the problem, that's going to happen after the market rise for about 70 pips. So isn't there another better entry? Of course, that can be the maximum where we can expect from the market to rise against our direction, or actually before it's going to start the bearish movement. Now, we need to find actually a better entry right here. So how can we do that? By simply looking at the nearest resistance to the current price. Now check this out, right here exactly right there, at 1.19892. Now this level, my friends, has actually been a very strong level as a key resistance level. It also became as strong as a strong support, or actually a real support level. Right here as well, we can see that this level has indeed been respected over the time, many times of course, and of course in the middle we had here multiple fake breakouts. Now in general, the pound USD has actually faced here a bearish breakout from the support trend line, as I have mentioned earlier, which means we can actually expect from the pound USD to rise again for about 50 pips to retest the broken level of a support and also the broken level of a support trend line. And as I mentioned earlier, we're having here that level of a resistance trend line, and that's going to be the maximum where we can actually see the market go against our direction. That means the safe zone shouldn't actually be ranging higher than this level of resistance at 1.20571, which means the safe zone can be ranging for about 67 pips only. Meanwhile, the take profit level is going to be placed just right there at the absolute lowest level of the support at 1.08398, which means we will be looking to make approximately 150 pips profit from this signal against 68 pips of a safe zone. Moving now to the AUDUSD. Alright, again the AUDUSD, guys, has hit indeed the take profit level, making more than 75 pips of profit. And again, keep in mind that this was of course only for Friday, for one single day, so meaning it was really big profits. Add to this, if you guys have taken the VIP signals from Telegram, you would really have ended with a lot more profits than we had than the one that we have announced. Anyway, let me just turn off this one. And let's now move to the weekly chart. Oh, what is this? 1 second, what is that? All right. So guys, again, very similar to the pound USD and the Euro USD, the AUDUSD, of course, has actually faced right here a broken level of a support trend line, which means that the market is going to indeed continue the fall, and most likely is going to continue falling till it reach the absolute lowest level of the support as 0.65938. That's going to be our take profit level. I don't expect from the AUDUSD to actually fall below that level. Most likely the market is going to reverse exactly on that level to retest the broken level of a support trend line. So that being said, and based of course on the weekly chart, let's now move to the daily chart. Alright, excellent. Now on the daily chart, we can see clearly the strong bearish movement right here. However, to find the next actually, or the best entry to start shorting the AUDUSD, all we need to do, my friends, is simply identify the real resistance levels, and of course we have to use this based on the horizontal levels. Now check this out. This was indeed, my friends, a real level of a resistance, 0.67660. As you can see, it was indeed a real level of a resistance. The market has reversed exactly right on that level every single time it has retested it. However, we actually had in the past a few fake breakouts right here. However, I'm expecting actually after the bearish breakout from that support trend line right here, that the market, if it's gonna rise again, is gonna actually retest that level of a broken support trend line and also retesting the real level of the resistance right there. So that's gonna be the best level to start shorting the AUDUSD after it rises for about 40 pips. Of course, another way to confirm this is by simply using the resistance trend line, and check this out. Fantastic. Almost like this. Fantastic. Almost like this, yes. Right here we're having the resistance trend line, which has been respected. Of course, it became also a support trend line, and now the market most likely gonna be respecting the same level as a resistance trend line. All the signs tells us that the AUDUSD is gonna be good to be short exactly from that level. Now moving to the 4-hour time frame. Now on the 4-hour time frame, we just have to confirm that this was indeed a real level of a resistance, and check this out. Indeed, this was indeed, my friends, a real level of a resistance. We can see the fake breakouts. I mean, it's really clear to me that the AUDUSD is going to be good to be sold exactly from that point, which means right now the AUDUSD is facing right here a support zone and can actually make a pullback on Monday opening and rises for about 40 pips. That's going to be the best level to start shorting. Another way to confirm it, if you wish to, is using the support trend line just like this. So we can see that we had right here a channel, or actually a triangle. Let me just make it clear. Exactly, just like this. So we had here that triangle. So therefore, we can actually expect from the AUDUSD to rise again, retesting the broken level of the triangle or the channel, and afterwards it's going to continue the fall. I think it's very clear that the AUDUSD is going to be good to be shorted. Anyway, we can start shorting right here. And of course, the take profit level is going to be placed just right there at the lowest level of the support at 0.66525, which means we will be looking for about 112 pips of profit against a safe zone, which shouldn't actually be ranging higher than this level of a resistance as 0.68247, which means the safe zone will be ranging for about 60 pips against 113 pips of profit. Let's now move to the USDCAD. Alright, so again, I'm really so proud and happy about the USDCAD signal. The market has indeed hit the take profit level, making 87 pips of profit. It was really excellent and good signal. Anyway, let's see now what we can expect next from the USDCAD. Let's move to the weekly chart just to confirm what's going on. I think my platform is... I don't know what's going on. Anyway, moving on to the weekly chart, and as you can see right here, my friends, the market indeed is respecting that level of a support trend line, and now seems like it's indeed creating here a channel, and seems like we actually here had one fake breakout. However, over the few months since January 2022, actually since last year, the market has actually respected that channel. Over the time, of course, we had one fake breakout, but eventually the market indeed kept respecting that level of that channel, which means most likely the next direction is going to be bullish, and we can actually expect from the USDCAD to continue the rise till it reach that level of the resistance, which is also going to match up with the channel as well. So meaning the USDCAD is indeed going to be bullish for this week, and let's delete the one-click trading. Now, let's just confirm this by looking at the daily chart, just to confirm if that support trend line indeed can be trusted. So what I will do now is simply draw here a support trend line from this higher low to this higher high, just like that. What you will do next, guys, is just simply drag the very same support trend line and just place it right there. That is, of course, the strategy called the magic of trend lines. You can find it on my channel. It's free. You can actually learn this amazing tactic actually, or strategy in your daily scalping. It's gonna really, guys, be very beneficial and very profitable for you. Anyway, based on the daily chart, that level of a support trend line, what's happened right here, that level of a support trend line has indeed become a resistance trend line multiple times before finally the market made here the bullish breakout candle. Now, pay attention. Look at that price action. That candle right here, guys, if you see a bullish breakout candle look like that with just a small body and long wick at the top and short tail at the bottom, usually, guys, this actually confirms a continuation in the momentum. That bullish breakout candle usually confirms a continuation. We can see it right here actually. indeed made the bullish breakout from that level of a resistance. This is of course the same price action of that candle, and check out what happened later. The market kept rising indeed, and we can see it right here as well. It made the bullish breakout from that level of a resistance, and as you can see guys, the market kept rising. So meaning this price action is trusted, and most likely the USDCAD is looking for another bullish movement. Now the question is where exactly we can start buying the USDCAD. Let's just move to the 4-hour time frame and confirm the entry. So we will be looking to start buying the USDCAD at some point right here after the market fall to retest the broken level of a resistance at 1.35720. Now the question is where exactly. To find out, we just need to look at the left side and identify the real level of a support. Check this out right here. That level exactly just right there, perfect, at 1.35071. Check this out. This was indeed, my friends, over the time, it was actually a very strong real level as a support and as a resistance also. Right there, we can see that the market has indeed respected that level as a real resistance. It was, of course, a real support as well. So therefore, once the market falls again to retest the same level for about, I would say, 38 pips, most likely is going to be respecting that level of a previous support level and also the nearest support trend line as well. So it's going to be respecting it, and most likely buying the USDCAD at that point is going to be ideal, and I believe we can continue buying the market till actually it reach back to the daily chart, till it reach that level of a resistance right here at 1.37494, which means we are looking for about 176 pips of profit. No, that's a lot. Let me just reduce the take profit level to be right here absolutely at the absolute highest level of the resistance at 1.37028. Now back to the 4-hour time frame. That means that we are looking for about 130 pips of profit. Meanwhile, the safe zone won't be ranging actually lower than this level of a support exactly right here at 1.35109, which means the safe zone is ranging for about 60 pips against 130 pips of profit. Let's now move to the USDJPY, which actually has made really a lot of profits. The USDJPY rose for about 227 pips. Guys, please let me know in the comments if you have actually taken this signal and enjoyed the profits. And again, I want to remind everybody to please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, and of course share the video. Alright, so let's see now what we can do next with the USDJPY, and let's study the chart based on the weekly chart. Now what we can see right here on the weekly chart, my friends, again I want to highlight the power of this candle. I told you like 1 month ago, that actually even more than a month ago, the appearance of this candle indeed confirms that the market is going to be bullish for the remaining weeks, and indeed that's what happened. Even right here, the market has actually fooled us, made us thinking that the USDJPY is going to continue the fall, but no, it actually continued the rise. Anyway, wait a minute, I think the market is actually getting ready to be bearish soon. The USDJPY still actually gonna continue the rise till it reach that level of a resistance, which means it's gonna rise for another 100 pips before start the bearish movement. And most likely what will gonna happen next with this pair, in my opinion, that the USDJPY will hit that level of a resistance, is gonna be way overbought, and most likely is gonna make a pullback, and that level of the support is gonna be of course supported, and the market actually might rise again based on that level of a support. But the USDJPY need to gain some liquidity, and that's the reason is indeed gonna continue the fall to reach that level of a support, which means we actually gonna be looking to start shorting the pair. But the question is when and where. Moving to the daily chart. Now on the daily chart, I really recommend, guys, to wait for the market to reach that level of a resistance exactly. Let me just be sure and be specific exactly right here to be precise with the maximum. Exactly at 137.176, but I just need to move to the 4-hour time frame just to confirm. Let me just scroll to the left side just to confirm. Indeed, this was a real level of a resistance, a fake breakout. And lately, it was, of course, another real level of a resistance. Keep scrolling to the left side, and you can see, indeed, it was a very strong real level of a resistance as well, which confirms that, indeed, we have to wait for the USDJPY to reach that level of a resistance. And after that, we can start shorting it. So meaning we have to wait for the USDJPY to actually rise for about 70 pips before we can start shorting it, and this time If we do that, the take profit level is going to be placed just right there at the nearest strong key support level at 135.789, which means we will be looking for about 140 pips of profit. Meanwhile, the safe zone is going to be ranging just till the absolute highest level of the resistance at 138.137, which means the safe, actually that's going to be way a lot. Wait a minute, guys. The should be the safe zone actually should be right here till the absolute highest level of a real resistance, not that fake breakout. Indeed, that's better. So meaning the safe zone will be ranging for about 68 pips against 137 pips of profit. But again, I want to remind everybody to be careful with this signal and don't ever sell the USDJPY unless you see some signals or price action or a reaction of the candles confirms that indeed the market is going to get ready for the fall upon the pressure from the real level of the resistance at 137.176. So anyway, let me now write the signal for you. Let's now move to the USDCHF. Alright, so now the USDCHF finally has some actually it makes some sense right now. The movement is clear to me, and I think we can safely analyze this pair. Now, based on the weekly chart, my friends, we can see that the USDCHF has indeed here made the bullish breakout from that level of a resistance exactly at 0.93590, which means the market is indeed going to continue the rise. Now, looking at the resistance trend line, however, we can see right here that the market indeed just made the bullish breakout from that level of a resistance. Now, the rule in the Forex says, once the market actually made the bullish breakout from a triangle or a resistance trend line, is going to continue the rise till it reach the nearest resistance trend line, or actually the real level of a resistance, reverses upon the pressure from that resistance, and then it's going to continue the fall to retest the broken level of a previous resistance trend line to create the new support trend line. Which means the USDCHF is indeed going to continue the rise, and the target, my friends, got to be right here, the nearest resistance level right here at 0.95441. So after confirming the take profit level, let's just now move to the 4-hour time frame, and let's see now where exactly we can start shorting. Actually, I went back to the daily chart because I want to show you something. So right here, what I'm going to do next is just simply draw here a support trend line from this lower low all the way to this higher low, just like that. And I want to confirm to you guys, I want to show you actually the power of the magic of trend lines. Now what I will do next is simply drag the very same line I have drawn here and just place it right there at the absolute nearest resistance trend line to the current price action bullish breakout candle. Now check this out. We had right here actually multiple attempts of a resistance trend line, which actually was a support trend line in the past. So meaning that line right here is indeed being respected, which means upon the pressure from the current resistance right here exactly at 0.94365, we can actually expect from the USDCHF to make a pullback to retest the same level of a broken resistance trend line and respects the same level of a support trend line again. And then from that point, my friends, we can start safely buying the USDCHF. Add to this that on the very same level we had right here, of course, a broken level of a real support. So that means the market has indeed respected that level as a support, and now we can see that it actually respected it as well as a resistance. So that means buying the USDCHF exactly at 0.93650, in my opinion, is going to be really safe, and hopefully it's going to be the best entry possible, which means we have to wait for the market to fall for about 43 pips before we can start buying it, and the take profit level is going to be placed at that level of a resistance, which means we are looking, actually that's way too much. That's actually way too much. That's a lot of profits. That's a lot of profits. I mean, it's just not realistic, and there is a possibility that the market will not actually reach that level soon. So therefore, setting the take profit level to be right here at that level of a resistance, we can actually expect 142 pips profit from this signal. Meanwhile, the safe zone shouldn't actually be ranging lower than this level of a previous resistance at 0.92894, which means the safe zone, actually that's also way a lot. I actually forgot that I'm dealing with the daily chart. The safe zone actually cannot be that much. It should be right here exactly at the nearest support level right here, and exactly just like that, you're all right. So the safe zone will be ranging for about 44 pips against 144 pips of profit. And let's finally move to the gold. All right, again, guys, the gold has actually made more than 150 pips of profit. Actually, total was 172 pips of profit. Guys, please let me know in the comments if you have taken the signal and enjoyed these profits. And again, I want to remind everybody to please subscribe to that channel, and of course share the video, and of course hit the like button. And it would be really nice if you leave some comments to make the video more active, and of course the algorithm of YouTube is gonna of course make the video more popular if you guys make some more activity on it, such as comments, likes, super thanks, whatever you want, you name it. Just guys make some activity on the video, so hopefully it's gonna get more attention and more audience. So anyway, let's see now what we can do next with the gold. Of course, I'm deleting now the old signal, and let's now move to the weekly chart. Now, based on the weekly chart, the first thing that they can see right here is, of course, the very strong bearish movement for the gold. The gold actually, guys, has actually been dropped for about more than 1,480 pips. That's actually quite a lot. That's really a lot. So therefore, I believe the gold is very soon is going to be overbought. But the gold for the next week is for sure going to continue the fall. Right here, guys. That's going to be, of course, our take profit level, because the gold has just actually broke out from that level of a resistance without respecting it at 1836.60, which means the gold is indeed going to continue the fall till it reach that level of a support, and perhaps it actually gonna reverse upon the pressure from that support. I think it's just gonna make a bouncing here, or just a pullback, and maybe later it's gonna continue the fall. But for the meantime, let's just focus on the continuation of the momentum, and we will continue shorting the gold. The question is, of course, where exactly we can start shorting it. Now, moving to the daily chart. Now on the daily chart, I want everybody to notice right here the broken level of a support exactly at 1827. And right here, of course, it was in the past a strong resistance level as well. Now, after the market has made here the bearish breakout from that level of a support, most likely it's going to make a pullback right now upon the pressure from the previous support right here. And after that, it's going to continue the rise, retesting the same level of the resistance. And from there, my friends, it's going to be safe to start shorting the gold again. Now keep in mind that we also had right here a broken level of a support trend line, which confirms that the golden direction is going to be bearish as well. Now, of course, we cannot analyze we cannot give the entry based on the daily chart. Let's just move now to the 4-hour time frame. Now on the 4-hour time frame, I want to highlight right here that we are having here a broken level of a support exactly at 1819.27. Now, it's important to mention, guys, that according to Xtreme trader strategy, usually when the market make a pullback, it's gonna reverse, or actually the new resistance is gonna be created exactly on the same level of the absolute lowest level of the tail, which is the nearest one to the bearish breakout candle. That can be seen exactly right here. This was, of course, the nearest tail to that bearish breakout candle. It was indeed a strongest, or actually a broken level of a strong support. And from that point, I think the gold is actually going to make a new resistance. Now, another thing to confirm right here is the bullish reversal. Right here, actually, we are having this blue candle, which is, of course, a reversed hammer. That candle, guys, usually indicates for a bullish reversal. That being said, we can actually expect from the gold to continue the rise right here till it reaches that level of a resistance, and then it's gonna continue the fall. When I said, of course, the bullish reversal, I meant, the beginning of the pullback. Now let's look at the left side. On the left side, this was indeed a real level of a resistance, which of course cannot be ignored, and most likely the gold right now is gonna be respecting that level. Add to it that we are having here a resistance trend line, and seems like the gold is indeed going to be respecting that level. So we're having here a channel, and seems like the gold is going to actually continue bouncing based on that channel, and of course that level of a resistance is going to be respected again. So therefore, if the market is going to continue the fall, of course, the take profit level eventually has got to be right here, my friends, the lowest level of the support exactly at 1791.80. Now for the safe zone shouldn't actually be ranging higher than this level of the highest resistance actually right here at 1833.62. But again, I really doubt that the gold is going to be even ranging inside of the safe zone. The power of that resistance is very strong. Also, the strength or the pressure from that resistance trend line cannot also be ignored. Therefore, the gold direction is very clear to me. It's going to be bearish. The safe zone, guys, will be ranging for about 145 pips against 277 pips of profit. And there goes the signal, my friends, for the USD pairs and for the gold for the next week. Hopefully it's going to be a very good week, and hopefully it's going to be very profitable to everybody. So in the end, I hope that is informative to you, and I would like to thank you for watching.